Welcome to the Goalbusters Expert Peak Productivity Tips podcast, where top business experts get just 7 minutes to answer 5 rapid-fire questions about what they do and how they stay productive. Each episode is packed with actionable insights to help boost your efficiency and achieve your goals. Let's dive in and unlock the secrets to peak performance.
Well, hello everyone. My name is Robin J. Emden, and I'm an accountability coach and author of Get Resultsology, the science of getting stuff done. I work with people who run their own business. No boss, distractions everywhere, and never enough hours in the day. Together, we cut through the noise, sharpen their focus, and follow through on the big ideas that actually move the needle. That's what I call the momentum formula. Do it today, profit tomorrow, and repeat. So if that sounds like the kind of breakthrough that you're looking for, then you're in exactly the right place. And speaking of being in exactly the right place, I am delighted to tell you that today's guest is Dr. Amanda Crowell. Dr. Amanda is a cognitive psychologist, a TEDx speaker, and author of Great Work. Amanda helps high achievers do what matters most without burning out. With powerful insights on motivation, mindset, and meaningful progress, she's here to show us how to pursue our great work on our own terms. If you've ever struggled to follow through or felt buried under your own ambition, then this episode is definitely going to be for you. Amanda, welcome to Goalbusters.
Thank you very much. I'm excited to be here.
I'm excited you're here too. I think we've got quite a few things in common in the areas that we work in, and I'm really interested to hear your take on those things because that's what I'm interested in. So that's perfect, isn't it? Whereabouts in the world are you?
I am in New York City.
Okay, I think I know where that is. Roughly as the crow flies, it's somewhere over there. All right, okay. All right, I'm waffling. Shall we do the questions instead of letting me waffle on?
Let's do it.
All right, let's put the clock up on the screen. And there it goes. Amanda, could you tell me, please, who is your ideal client?
Sure. So I work with people who are doing great work, which is often work that's feels like a calling, people who are trying to change the world. And they come in 2 categories. One are people who are sort of accidental entrepreneurs. They were just trying to help and now they have this business and they're not sure what to do with it. And the other group has been doing their great work, but they have burned out again and again. So I work with the first group to get their great ideas out there in the world, and the second group to do it in a sustainable way.
Wow, what a noble occupation you have there. I love that. Thank you. So what exactly is the problem? Obviously, you've said you help them with their burnout, but how do you go about solving the problem or problems for them?
Yeah, so the problem is that our great work is the work that matters the most to us, but it's often the first to go. So we have a tendency to meet expectations. We're doing the work other people ask us to do. We're doing the work we're familiar with doing. But when we have something on our heart or something that is calling to us, like maybe it's writing a book, or maybe it is starting the business, or it could be inside your business doing like going from one to one to one to many, whatever it is that feels like the next big thing, it's often quite challenging to choose that over all the expectations and other people's desires, and to actually make the time to do that. So I help them identify what it is, believe in it, and then go through the great work method, which helps to strip away all the things that are getting in the way so that they can actually make the time to do it without sacrificing their health, happiness, or relationships.
Perfect. And is there like one valuable free action that they can take that they could implement that would help them to solve that problem, at least in part on their own?
Yes, absolutely. So one of the biggest challenges at the beginning of somebody's journey when they're like, is them saying, I'm not sure I have great work, or I might have great work, but I don't know what it is. So on my website, which is amandacrowell.com, at the top of every page, there's a banner that says, take this free course. And it used to be a paid course, but I found people really need that to believe enough to like do the harder steps, like telling people no, they won't do other things, right? Like those are other steps. But just digging in and figuring out what is your great work can be just very meaningful all by itself. So that's a 5 video course. There's a workbook. It's free. And every page of my website has the link to go over there and sign up for it.
Oh, excellent. Okay, well, I think we may return to that a little bit when we finish the other questions, but thank you. That sounds really exciting and a very generous offer. Thank you. So now that we have a little bit of a better understanding of what you do, let's dive into goal busting, which is focusing on how to maximize productive time to achieve business goals. And I think you probably know a little bit about that too. Could you share any advice or tips for someone looking to improve their productivity habits?
Yes, I think my number one tip for improving your productivity is to do less. So often we think that we have to say yes to our big dreams, and we do. That's visioning, right? But we also have to say no to everything else. So in the Great Work method, I let people have 3 goals, just 3. And when we first look at how many goals they're pursuing, it's like 27 goals at the same time. They're like losing weight while they're building a business, while they're trying to exercise and training for a marathon, while they're like renovating their house. And, there's so many things that they're doing. And doing many, many fewer things actually makes you more productive in what matters. You might not check as many boxes on the to-do list, but the ones that you check will actually move you closer to where you want to be. And that's really the shift, that when we start prioritizing doing what matters, then everything else starts to fall into place. We feel so much better that it feels worth it. But it's scary. It is scary to say to somebody, I know I said I would do it, but I'm not going to do it. And like, that's often one of the number one sticking points, where it's like, we're just going to sit here until you tell that person that you're not doing it anymore. Like, it just is such a hard thing for people to do in a culture that privileges yes so intensely.
Yes, and also you have to learn to say that to yourself. I mean, there's nothing more busy, for example, than cleaning out the garage. You're incredibly busy. You can get to the end of the day, the week, the month, and think, I've been incredibly productive cleaning out the
Incredibly
garage.
productive.
Yes, but what has that got to do with your great work?
Right, exactly.
Well,
Yes.
actually, I'm in the cleaning garage business. Well, okay,
Oh, well,
we'll make
then
an
you did
exception
it.
for that. But that's not usually the case, is it? It's just
Not
busyness for
usually.
the sake of being busy. And it may have needed doing, but did it really need doing right now?
Right, by you.
Yes, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
perfect. Yeah, I think I've grasped what you're saying, because it resonates for me very much, and I love it. Thank you for sharing that with us, Amanda.
Yeah.
All right, so what is one other question that I should have asked you today that I didn't, and your answer, please?
Yes. Well, so often so there's a book and you should read the book, but then it's like, yeah, but how? But how, Amanda? How? And so I actually before I wrote the book, I created a journal. It's called the Great Work Journal, and it's a time management system. And it guides you through all the psychology behind why you're not doing it in the first place. It also forces you to only choose 3 goals, forces you to choose 3 tasks this week, and forces you to choose 3 to-dos today. And as long as you actually follow the Great Work Journal method, which doesn't work for everybody, but for the people it does work, is like, ooh, life-changing, then you know for sure that you've lined yourself up so that your great work, your vision, is at the top, and you know that what you're doing these 90 days is getting you closer. What you're doing this week is getting you closer. And if you only have 10 minutes for your great work today, you know that those 10 minutes are getting you closer. And that alone makes you feel less despair, right? I finally am getting to it. I might only have 10 minutes, but with those 10 minutes, I'm making a difference.
Yes, absolutely. I love that. That sounds brilliant. And also, I come back to the point I was just making. If you spent those 10 minutes cleaning the garage again,
Yeah,
whatever level of despair you're going to feel, it'll still be there. That it
that's
really
right.
does have to be focused on your great work. It really
Yeah.
does. And it does. 2 minutes makes a difference. 5 minutes makes a world of a difference. 10 minutes feels like forever. And
Yeah.
it sets you off for the day, doesn't it?
It sure does.
Yeah. Brilliant. I love it. I love it. I knew you were going to be brilliant, and you were. Thank you so much. And you did it too in the full 7 minutes. Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah.
It's
Good
almost
time.
like you could see the clock on the screen, which has now magically disappeared because the 7 minutes are up. So
It's
you've
kinda
already
cool.
alluded to it. I don't know, but let's do it. Let's cover it. So the final question I always ask is, how can people reach you? And also,
Mhm.
You've mentioned a couple of cool things, but I'm going to ask you again, is there a valuable free resource they could get from you? And because I always say to people, and you actually explained it probably better than I could, that I always feel a little bit cheeky asking for it, but really it's a really good way to get a really powerful taste of your offer and to see if it's a good fit and it resonates for you. And then people can explore further without necessarily, they might be a bit embarrassed to contact you straight away.
Yeah, that's a really good point. So I'm at amandacrowell.com. In terms of social media, I'm most active by a lot on LinkedIn and would love, if you do connect with me, just say Robin J. Emden sent me, and I will say accept, because any friend of yours, friend of mine. So that's where I'm on social media. And I would say that the free resource really is it, and particularly if you think, I want to have great work, I desire to have great work, I wish I had great work, or I know I do, but I don't know what it is. That course is really great. And actually, we have a community too. There's another free offer, which if you connect with me on LinkedIn, every month I just do a live event. We just had it right before this. And it's just such great people in real life on Zoom, so they could be anywhere in the world. Join us, hang out with us, because great work takes courage, and courage requires community.
Yes. And also the people that you spend time with is what you will become. So if you're spending time with inspiring, successful people, also all working on their great work, it feels so much better than spending time that are just people that basically, they just want to tidy the garage or drink in the bar
or watch the TV.
Or watch the TV or take the dog for a walk, which is a lovely thing to do, but they're not working on their great work. They're taking dogs for a walk, which is a nice social thing. And life is about balance. But
it is.
Sounds like you provide a lovely environment for people to hang out with like-minded people, which in this day and age is harder and harder to do. And if you have to do it online, what a brilliant way to be able to do it.
Thank you.
Okay, so that's it. Thank you so much, Amanda. That was truly inspirational. My only regret is that we didn't have more time, because I feel like I could sit and pick your brain for hours, but I probably couldn't afford you. But in any case,
okay.
What we got for free was amazing. Thank you so much.
Thanks
Dr.
for inviting
Amanda
me.
Crowell, thank you for doing this today.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. And remember, everybody, keep goal busting and make your future self proud. Bye-bye.
Thanks for tuning in to Goalbusters. If you're enjoying it, please subscribe, rate and review it on your favourite podcast platform. Your support is very much appreciated. And if you're ready to boost your online profits, skyrocket your productivity, crush procrastination and see a positive change in your bank balance, all within just 30 days, this is your opportunity. Take my free 5-day challenge at www.skyrocketyourproductivitychallenge.com.